Hi everyone, welcome to Craft Time. Today we're working on the letter Y for yo-yo. So get out all your craft supplies and let's get started. In front of me, I have lots of construction paper, so let's go over what we have. I have a green piece of paper, 8 by 10. You don't need it to be colored, but I have a green one. I also used a half piece of tan construction paper and 5 little pieces of construction paper. You'll see this one's smaller. I'll show you why in a minute. And a piece of yarn or string. Now, let's put these to the side. We don't need these just yet. I'm going to take my tan construction paper, take my hand, and put it right on top. Spread your fingers a little bit, and take a crayon, doesn't matter what color, and let's hold our hand very still while we trace around our own hand, like so. Sometimes it's really hard not to move your fingers, but do your best to stay as still as possible while you take your crayon around, like so. It's a little tickly. There you go, that's my hand. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my safety scissors and cut out my hand. Now you can cut right at the line or give it a little bit of space. Whatever feels comfortable to you is good. There we go, just like that. And around. My fingers look very silly. Like that. Finally, watching my fingers very carefully, finish off my hand. And that is my hand. Pretty neat, right? I'll put this to the side for recycling. And if you wanted to go back in, you could. You could trim off pieces. But for now, that's pretty good to me. The next thing I'm going to do is put my hand like so that I can hold something at the bottom. So I'm going to take my glue, flip over my hand to the wrong side. You'll see that I already used this, so this is perfect. I like to use paper that's in my craft box for things like this, so it doesn't go to waste. I'm going to flip over my hand again, and right at the very top, now there's a reason why I'm putting it at the top, and the reason is we're making a yo-yo at the bottom, so our hand is going to hold the yo-yo. Next, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take one of my 3 colors. I think I'll start with orange. And I'm going to create a very large circle. So something almost as large as my piece. So go ahead and you create your circle. Is that a good size? Feels like a good size to me. Let's go on in and let's cut around the circle. Cool. I like that. The next thing, we're going to grab another piece. But this time, it's going to be a circle within a circle. So we want to make it a little smaller. And the way I do that is I put my paper on my circle and see how much smaller I can make it. Just using my eyes and my guesstimates. I'm guessing, and that feels good to me. So now, I'm going to take this one and make another circle. And you guessed it, we're going to cut it out. So let's get our scissors and cut out this circle. Great job. Well, look at that. It does fit inside. Guess what we're going to do now? You guessed it. We're going to do it again. So let's take our pink or whatever color you chose and do the same thing. I'm guessing that it's going to be about that size. So let's take our pink and draw another circle. Perfect. And it doesn't have to be the perfect shape. It's just the best that you can do. That's just fine. Like so. Wonderful. And I think I have room for one more. So let's put a purple. And this purple is going to be much smaller. Look at all this extra craft paper I have for my craft box. That's exciting. The last one I'm going to do, a little circle, like so. That looks good. Let's go ahead and one more time, cut out our circle. Wonderful. Now, before I glue this onto here, I'm just going to glue these pieces onto here. So, let's take our orange, our red, glue on this piece to the orange, then glue on our pink piece to the red, and finally glue on our purple piece to our pink. Now I don't want to glue this on yet, and the reason is I want to take my string and I want to put it around my finger. I don't need that much, so I'm going to cut it. And I'm going to take a little piece of glue and tape. It's a little bit of glue right there. Will do the trick actually, but if you want some tape, you can use that too. Stick a little piece right there. And then we're going to put this on like this. So let's take our glue, flip over our yo-yo that begins with the letter Y, and put it on like so. That looks really great. The last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to create a letter Y. So we all know what a Y looks like, but I'm going to create one for you to see. This is a lowercase or a little y. Let's take our scissors, cut around the Y, very carefully, and I'm going to put my Y like so. Lovely. Now we can go on if we want, and we can just fancy up our fingers like that. We could put some lines on our hands like so. And I'm going to go in and put some fancy nail polish on. Very nice. And there you have it, your yo-yo with your very own hand. There you are, you've made your very own yo-yo and it looks amazing. I hope you had fun today learning about the letter Y. I'll see you next time.